Well, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Pretty good here, and welcome to the channel. Hey, today I'm out cruising around in the Tacoma, my formerly lifted and aftermarket tired and wheeled Tacoma. And I got to thinking, getting a little nostalgic here, right? Hopefully, we're getting closer to trading this one in for the 2020 that I have on order. And as I'm out driving around in it, you get a couple of feelings while you're in this. And I always find it kind of strange, some people get really attached to their vehicles, and you hear videos about, or hear people in videos talking about how sad they are that they've traded in their, whatever their current truck was, and they're going to miss it. And some even say they shed a tear. And I always thought that was kind of crazy. It's a truck, it's a vehicle, right? But now that I've had this one for a while, I can relate just a little bit. I'm out driving in this, like I said, and the first thing that I feel in driving this right now is I feel a little embarrassed. Why? Why would I feel embarrassed? Well, it's an internal thing, right? It's a personal thing. And the reason is because I had the truck all set up the way that I liked it before, right? I thought it was really cool. I loved the stance. I loved the way that it looked. I had bigger wheels and tires. I had it lifted. I had that awesome TRD Pro grill on the front, the Raptor style lights. Yeah, I still call them Raptor style lights. People hate when you say that. I don't know why, because that's what they are. That's where the inspiration came from, at least for me. So I miss that. I miss that new light bar I had in the front. Even when it wasn't on, you could still see it glistening in the background, behind the grill. It looked awesome. A couple other things, I guess, just on the inside. The all-weather floor mats that I had in here. Now I have the original cloth, which aren't bad. I mean, they have Tacoma rather, TRD Sport, all sewn into them. They look pretty cool, but they're not the same floor mats that I had. My custom console lid cover that I had in here, the one that Kylan Brimhall had done, the one that had the channel logo in it. It looked pretty cool. It was nice and soft, nice and cushiony on the elbow. I put the OEM back in because I'm certainly not going to trade that off. I miss those things a little bit. And it almost feels, like I said, back to my original point, I even got carried away there. Embarrassing to me to drive with it the way it was right now. Not because there's anything wrong with the way that the truck looks. I think the truck looks awesome. And that's the one thing about the Tacoma. It looks awesome whether it's stock or not. But I'm embarrassed for the truck. Does that make any sense? Almost like the truck felt better because it had all that stuff on it. I mean, if the truck had feelings, right? The truck felt more aggressive. It felt more confident. It felt meaner. And now, since I've kind of taken away all of its glamour, all of its glitz, it doesn't feel as worthy as it did before. Is that not weird? I think that's pretty weird. Now, the other thing is the stance of the truck that I was used to before. I mentioned I had a lift. It was a 3.2 ready lift. It got the truck up in the air with the wheels and the tires, they raise it as well. It got the truck up in the air about another, I don't know, let's say 4 to 6 inches, something like that. And in driving it now, I feel like I'm driving in something diminished, right? Not because there's anything wrong with the truck, diminished from what I had done with it before to what I have right now. My viewpoint is different. I also took the seat spacers out because I thought I would put the truck back to stock form. So I'm sitting more at an angled back. My rear end is more down in the truck than it was before because it was lifted up a little bit. So I have a different viewpoint here. When I look out over the road, I see more of the hood. I'm not lifted up. I don't look kind of across the hood or over the hood like I did before. I kind of now look I don't know, kind of, I guess it is kind of across the hood. At least more so than I had before. We're gonna do a quick turnaround here, so before traffic catches up with me, let's do that. Worst thing you could do is turn in front of traffic. You certainly don't want to do that. So anyway, it just feels different to me. The truck feels smaller. I have a big glare of sun right in my eyes, so if I'm squinting, that's why. But it just feels smaller. Not having that lift, and I know it's really the only thing that does is give you a height difference, right? I don't know, but the truck feels smaller to me. It doesn't feel as beefy. It doesn't feel as bulky as it did. Now, part of that might be in the kind of the way that it feels with the smaller tire setup. You know, I've mentioned before in another video, it feels lighter. It feels more responsive. Now, that's not a bad thing. I do like that a little bit better. You know, when I hit the gas, it wants to take off. It feels like it wants to take off right away, like it's not trying to pull the extra weight of those bigger, heavier tires. That is a positive. But overall, it just doesn't feel as aggressive as it did before. And it's all right up here, right? I mean, I'm sitting in the truck. I can't see myself while I'm driving. I can obviously see over and out of the truck while I'm driving, but I can't see what it looks like. And does anybody out there, you know, other drivers on the road, really care? I doubt that very much. I mean, most people that you pass on the road are complete strangers. They didn't see what the truck looked before. They probably don't even notice. So again, it's all right up here. So in saying that, I guess, one of the big things I'm looking forward to in getting the 2020 is to build it back up to a more aggressive, a more manly truck. You know, something that when you get in, and this is all a mental thing again, it really feels like you're getting into something tough, something aggressive, something with an aggressive stance that really looks awesome on the road. Again, I would say most people that are on the road, yeah, if you've got something that's brightly colored, you like this red truck, or the voodoo blue that I have coming, they probably don't even notice you there. You're just another vehicle on the road. So it's all you. It doesn't really have anything to do with anybody else, which is the way it should be. I mean, anything you do with your vehicle, in this case, the Tacoma for me, should be for you. You shouldn't do anything else or for anybody else. But the question remains, do we do these things for the truck itself? Can it be that strange? When you do something to your truck, do you feel that maybe the truck takes it a little personally? Like the truck somehow feels better or feels more appreciated if you do something for it? Like the truck has feelings, like it has awareness. It's very strange. Again, I'll go back to many videos and comments and things that I've seen from people that talk about how they feel when they trade their truck in. You know, it's been reliable. It's been a great, I've even had people say it's been a great friend. It's been there for them. It's gotten them through tough, I guess, terrain or times even. Do you guys ever feel that way? Does anybody else out there feel that way? I know there are some of you because you've told me. But do you feel that way about your truck? Can you get, or do you get, personally attached to your truck? And at the point that you go to trade it in, maybe for the latest and greatest shiny thing out there, or maybe for something completely different. God forbid you go from a truck to a Prius. I don't know. But do you feel some kind of remorse or regret or longing? And then after you do it, what about how you feel then? Do you miss it? Is there any buyer's remorse? Do you have any regret? I know I have before on some vehicles. There's been a handful of vehicles that, you know, a couple, 3 days, maybe a week or so after I don't have it anymore, I start to miss it, you know? And I think, God, maybe I shouldn't have done that. I should have kept it. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't think I'm going to feel that way once I trade this truck in, because I am going for a very, very similar truck. Some of the naysayers out there might say it's the same truck. I would disagree. We're not going to go into all that detail. If you want to know what I'm getting, there are plenty of videos on my channel about that, so check those out. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of give you my feelings of what I'm experiencing while I'm driving around my now altered, more stock-like, and really, other than the, I guess, the aftermarket wheels and tires that are on it now, because they're not stock. Otherwise, the truck is pretty much completely stock now. So it's basically back to how it was when I bought it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Does your truck have feelings? Do you have feelings for your truck? Leave a comment. As usual, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on the web. Have a great day. Bye.